Hi everyone, it's Donnie Lowy at Closeout Hope you're having an amazing day today. Today I would like to discuss with you how to increase your wholesale profits, whether you're selling wholesale dresses, whether you're selling wholesale shoes, wholesale handbags, wholesale fashion jewelry, whatever your item is, there's a really easy way to actually increase your profits. Now, in order for this strategy to work, you have to first of all make sure that you have sales. You need to have customers that buy from you. And here's the thing, every strategy can work in theory, but of course in reality you need to make sure that the strategy can be implemented properly in your own business, and you do that by actually trying it out, and you measure the strategy by seeing the results. Now here's the thing, even strategies that work differently for different people, so you still have to see the parameters of your business. Now, this strategy, I really like it. When I tell you how to increase your profits, you're going to say, oh, Donnie, that's simple, that's obvious, but surprisingly it could work really well, and I'll explain to you why. So the strategy is to make more profits, simply increase your prices. Now you might say, wait a second, Donnie, if I increase my prices, people are not going to buy from me. Well, let me address that in a second. But first, let me just show you how easily it is to increase your profits through the strategy. Let's say you buy a brand name dress from me. You buy this dress over here from me, and it's approximately, let's say it has an original retail price of, let's say, $180. Now, you buy this dress from me for $15. You're selling to your customers the dress for $60, so your gross profit before your other expenses is $45. Now, if you increase your sale price from $60 to $65, now instead of making $45 a dress, you're making $50 a dress. If you set the price at I don't know, $75, now you're making $60 profit. Now, here's the thing, what's the difference? Why not just then set the price as high as you can? Because here I'm going to get to the point that I earlier mentioned. In order for the strategy to work, it has to be based on the reality. And the reality is, or is not, that your customers are willing to pay a higher price. Here's the reason why setting a higher price does not always diminish your sales. Because if a customer needs this specific dress, let's say they have a party and they're going to a wedding and they're going to be, they're the guests and they want a really nice, beautiful red dress, and they see this dress, they fall in love with it, it's the right style, it looks really good on their body, it makes them feel comfortable, the size, is the size that they need, and they just need that dress. And let's say it is a Friday and the wedding is happening that weekend, so they need that dress. Now, whether the dress is $60 or $65, they need it just as much, right? And they're going to be interested just as much to buy it. If it's a dress that has an original retail value of, let's say, $180, you're also giving them a good price, whether you're charging them $60, $65, or even $75. Now, why wouldn't you simply then just raise the price to $100? Because you have to take into account the reality of your customer's budget. Your customer might only be able to afford $80 for the dress. Your customer might only be able to afford $75 or $60 for the dress. In that case, you can't even raise the price to $65, as I suggested, right? As I said earlier, in order to implement the strategy, you have to see the reality and make sure that reality works, and see that that's the reality in your situation. But I have a feeling that a lot of customers, whether they're selling at a flea market, whether they have their own store, whether they're exporting, even if they're doing wholesale, a lot of times they're underpricing their merchandise. I personally do sell my merchandise at a very, very low price, because as a wholesaler, I need my retail customers, my reseller customers, the customers that own stores, I need them to win. And how do they win? By making as much money as possible. So yeah, in theory, instead of charging $15 for this dress, I might be able to sell it wholesale for $30, and I'll still have customers buying the dress, but I personally want to sell a lot of volume. The difference by a retail store is that people are not buying your merchandise for resale purposes. They're buying the merchandise because they're end users of the merchandise. They're going to buy the products because they need it for themselves. If you are selling wholesale, you might also be able to raise your price slightly, and your customers might still buy from you. But of course, you want to have in mind that they need to make money, so you want to give them the opportunity to make the most money possible. All right, so I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. My website is closeoutexplosion.com, and I'm located in Brooklyn, New York. Thank you so much and have an amazing day, and I'm looking forward to doing business with you. My WhatsApp number is 1917-913-6093.